everyone, Scott with the Scottman. We're here to do a drive video today. We're heading north on US Highway 23. We're in Sylvania, Ohio. This video we're pretty much going from the Michigan-Ohio border all the way to M-14 up in the Ann Arbor area. However, I want to also show the stretch that's between 475 and the Michigan-Ohio border, so I decided to drive briefly down into Ohio and start the video down here. But yeah, this is one stretch of 23, or at least the freeway portion, I have not filmed yet. So might as well head out today and do just that. Because I previously filmed the video on 23 going north from M14 all the way to, it was either to I-96 or M59. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I was even asked to do a video going the opposite direction on 23, which there are two reasons why I want to go north instead of south. The first reason is because of, to stay consistent with my other Michigan-based 23 videos, where all those were going north. Although I'm not completely, or although there always possibly could always film all those segments going south at some point. You never know. And then the other reason is because the sun would be directly in my front window the entire stretch, and the quality of the video would not be that good if I were to film entirely going south. It's like the only way I could do that is I'd have to wait for an overcast day. But yeah, this is, you have Sylvania, Ohio, one of the suburbs of Toledo. Yeah, I can't get over right now because there's traffic in the left lane. Although it looks like he's speeding up a little bit. Yeah, Sylvania is a pretty nice suburb of the Toledo metro area. And back at that last exit, yeah, this is also the start of Highway 223, which heads out to Adrian. And here is the border of Ohio and Michigan. So we have now entered the state of Michigan. So with that, we will be in the state of Michigan for the remainder of this video. But a cool thing about US Highway 23 is that it is a bypass of the Metro Detroit area. So like, for example, if you're driving from either like southern Ohio, like Cincinnati, Dayton, that area, or if you're coming from Kentucky, Tennessee, or Georgia, or even Florida, and you're going to northern Michigan, or even just up to like the Flint, Saginaw, or to Frankenmuth, this is a more preferred route because it's a lot more direct compared to I-75, because I-75 goes more to the northeast toward downtown Detroit, and then it slowly makes its way to the northwest as it goes through all the Metro Detroit suburbs. Like all the downriver communities, and then of course on the northern side you got Auburn Hills, Troy, Rochester, or not Rochester, or close to it, but the only downside of 23 is that it's generally 2 lanes, where I-75 is pretty much a minimum of 3 lanes. So this can get very congested. It wouldn't surprise me if sometime, not in the near future, but maybe in the distant future, that they may consider adding a 3rd lane. It's hard to say. But yeah, there is a lot of traffic on this highway today. But yeah, I haven't even been down the Toledo area since early January, and that was when I was driving back up from South Carolina. It was because of the virus outbreak. I never really had a reason to go into Ohio. trip to North and South Dakota, I never really wanted to leave the state of Michigan during, at least especially during the heart of the virus outbreak. I just didn't think it was a good idea to leave the state. Yeah, most of this video and freeway stretch that we're driving on is gonna be out in the countryside. But yeah, as I was saying earlier, if there's a high enough demand for me, especially for some of these Metro Detroit or Southeast Michigan freeway videos, if people would like to see me go the opposite direction, yeah, there's enough demand, yeah, I might consider that. Especially for this stretch of 23, it might make one of my followers happy. And if here's the exit for 223, so that's where 223 heads off to Blissfield and Adrian, and eventually links up with Highway 127 to the south of Jackson. So if you're looking to go to the Michigan International Speedway and you're coming up from Ohio, that is probably going to be your best exit to take. September already. Only 3 more months in 2020 and we will be in 2021. Hopefully 2021 will be a lot better of a year than 2020 was. But I can't say for sure, because I could say 2021 is going to be the year or the best year or a better year, but if I were to say that and mean that, I'd probably jinx myself. So let's not say that. But at the same time, let's not say 2021 is going to be worse, because I probably won't change myself and it will be worse. So let's just not talk about it at all. So just take it day by day. But yeah, I'm hoping if the conditions are right, yeah, 2021, I would like to do more travels. Because yeah, since the start of the virus outbreak, I've pretty much have been limiting to either trips within the state of Michigan or like US-based road trips. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm planning to leave on one in 8 days from now to go out to Colorado, Utah, and Arizona. Because that was, yeah, it was supposed to be when I was originally supposed to go to South Africa, but although I think I heard that South Africa is reopening their borders to international travelers, possibly including US travelers next month. Don't hold me to that though, because I could be wrong about that, or they may not open it to US travelers just yet. But if that is the case, it's like I almost could go on the trip after all, but because it was a group trip and we decided to postpone it to next year, it's like, yeah, might as well just stay here. Just patching up than anything else, because the road conditions aren't the greatest on this stretch of 23. But yeah, because there's a long stretch of 23 I'm covering in this video, this is going to be a little longer than normal for a driving, or for a freeway-based driving video. With the upcoming road trips, like what's nice about road trips is that it's like now I can do my normal travel vlogs and of course my travel the lights videos, but I also get to do driving videos too. And of course I know a lot of people do enjoy my driving videos, so it's like it's a win for everybody. But yeah, with it being near the very end 31 degrees Fahrenheit. It's about 27 degrees Celsius. So it is a warm one today. Although we just gotta enjoy it while it lasts, because we got a big cold front coming through in a couple days from now. But things are gonna get cold. Not like bitter or anything like that. But let's just say it's gonna feel more like fall around here. Now the road conditions a little bit better here. But yeah, some of the leaves are starting to change already. We're not close to peak just yet. But we'll be soon, though. Maybe in like 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, one thing I'll be curious about when I do the road trip in about a week or so, I'll be curious what the fall colors will be like when I go out to the western United States. Just because I'm used to seeing it just here in Michigan. But yeah, like in these driving videos, I sometimes talk about sports and things going on. I haven't talked about that in a while, but it's like, although it's not going to be the case after this video, or once this video goes up on YouTube, but at this moment right now, we have all 4 of the major sports leagues going on right now. I think even Major League Soccer as well. Because the NFL has started their season on schedule, despite the virus outbreak. They went ahead and started this. They canceled the preseason, but so they just went right into the regular season, and that's been going pretty well so far. Although, not the Detroit Lions, we stink right now. Although, yeah, depending on some of the home games for different teams, some stadiums are allowing for like up to a quarter of the capacity for the stadium, or other areas, including Ford Field for Detroit, they're not open to any fans right now. And then also right now you got the National Hockey League, or the NHL. That is about to come to an end, because currently it's the Stanley Cup Finals between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Dallas Stars. I think Game 5 is tonight, and if Tampa Bay wins tonight, they win the Stanley Cup. And then, yeah, the NBA is going on too with their playoffs. They're getting close to the championship or the finals. Because right now it's like it's still the Western and the Eastern Conference Finals, right? In the Western Conference, it's the Denver Nuggets, which is pretty cool that they made it this far in the NBA playoffs. So they got the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Lakers. With, of course, I know the Lakers right now, they're with LeBron James in the team. Yeah, right now they're really carrying on the late Kobe Bryant's legacy. And then the Eastern Conference, it's the Boston Celtics and the Miami Heat. I think if the Lakers win one more game, they move on, or the Nuggets have to win. I think it's either 2 or I think it might even be 3 more. And then the Celtics have to win 2 more games to move on, where the Miami Heat have 1 more game. So back there, Lloyd Road, that is one of two exits for Dundee, Michigan. Going over the River Raisin, which goes into downtown Dundee. Dundee is the first major town or city you come up to along 23 going north from the Toledo area. And then, yeah, the big feature here at the exit for Dundee is Cabela's. And until not too long ago, I think it was the only Cabela's in the state of Michigan. They did build one up in Chesterfield Township, northeast of Detroit as well. Yep, that's the exit for M-50. And yep, you can see Cabela's off to our left. So we're heading up to the north. And we're back out in the southern Michigan countryside. Another 24 miles to go until we get to Ann Arbor. But keep in mind, for the mileage to Ann Arbor, that's for going into downtown Ann Arbor, not to like I-94. So getting back to our other topics, and then the fourth league is the Major League Baseball, which the regular season is going to be coming to a close. They had a shortened season because the season normally starts at the very end of March or very early April, and of course that was when we had the virus outbreak in full control, in full gear, especially here in Michigan and the northeastern United States. And then of course in the summertime, like June is when it shifted down. June and July is when it shifted down to the Sun Belt states, or basically all the southern states. So once things got a little bit more calm and manageable, then that's when they started the baseball season. It's like, yeah, unlike the NHL or the NBA where they were playing in bubbles, like at select locations. For the baseball season, they've been playing the regular season. It's a shortened schedule, but they've been playing in all the normal ballparks. However, nobody has been allowed to attend the games. And yeah, I think late next week, or sometime next week or late next week, not sure exactly when, it would be the start of the playoffs, which would go on throughout the month of October. And I think for the playoffs, I think they're also going to be in a bubble, and they'll be playing at select stadiums. And I believe the World Series this year is going to be, it's not going to be at home stadiums. It's going to be, I think it's in Arlington, Texas. But yeah, it is nice to have sports back on TV again, though. Because, yeah, back in the early part of the summer, it was getting a little dull. Of course, with all that was going on in the earlier part of the year, it was, yeah, understandable. It's like, yeah, other than work, yeah, I haven't really done a whole lot in the month of September, or even since the road trip think the most exciting thing I've done was the day trip up to the thumb of Michigan, where I filmed that Michigan Off the Beaten Path video. It's like, other than that, I've just been hanging around at home and doing some local stuff. But because I know that there's going to be a lot of non-Michigan based content coming up, I want to get out and film a couple drive videos today here in the state of Michigan, just so that there's some more Michigan content for people to enjoy before the next big out-of-state adventure. Yeah, the traffic's gotten a little lighter as I've gone a little bit further north. Spare time when I'm not working, it's like, yeah, I have been doing a lot of video editing. I finally have all the videos edited from my North and South Dakota road trip, so, and as of this moment, I've been uploading those videos a couple times a week, and got a few more weeks worth of videos from that trip, which I'm now getting into the heart of that trip. Okay, in about another minute, we will be coming into the next small town or city. We're coming up to Milan. The exits for Milan. And we have left Monroe County. We're entering Washtenaw County, and this is so now we're officially in the city limits for Milan. Other exit from Milan, although we're kind of getting into the northern part of the city. So it's like to go to downtown Milan, you'd have to get off here and then pretty much go back to the south a short ways. Video, believe it or not. I believe it's about another several miles to go till we get to I-94. Because yeah, the next area we'll be coming up to will be the Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti area. And I did film a stretch of 23 going around Ann Arbor, so like starting at I-94 and I went to M-14. was a long time ago, and that was when I first started doing driving videos, and the quality was not the greatest, so this video is going to replace that. My spare time, yeah, I finally did get a Nintendo Switch, so it's like I don't get to play it very often just because I am busy with work, and then of course all the YouTube stuff. But every once in a while I'll get a chance to play the Nintendo Switch though, just for a little bit. I picked up that Super Mario 3D All-Stars game, which has 3 classic 3D Mario games: Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. Haven't played much of it the past several days just because, well, got other things I'm doing. And in addition to, it's like I got my Apple TV device where I have all the different subscriptions, think like Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, all that stuff to keep me entertained. After I finish filming this video, I do need to get back into Metro Detroit. There are a couple errands I do need to run. It's because I do have to slowly start prepping for the road trip. Speaking of that, yeah, I'm getting an oil change in this car on Tuesday. This being the longest road trip I've ever gone on in my life so far, because I'm gonna be easily going over 5,000 miles on this upcoming trip, so I need to get an oil change before this trip. And I just had one before the trip to the north or to the Dakotas. But that's what happens when you plan 2 big road trips. I wouldn't say back to back, but within a couple months from each other. It's like if I did want to get an oil change, if I can talk, oil change, I always could get a rental car, but that'd be significantly more expensive. It's one thing if I was only leasing this vehicle, where then, yeah, I'd be better off renting a car, but it's like when you own a car, you don't have to worry about having to keep an eye on your miles. So we're slowly starting to approach the Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti area. Still got another few miles until we're in both cities. So right now this is Pittsfield Charter Township, which is to the south of both of the cities. And right now we're east of Saline. I'll take you over to Ypsilanti and eventually over to Wayne and Dearborn, that area. Go southwest, I'll take you down to Saline and then over to Clinton, Michigan, and it goes along the southern part of the state of Michigan. Eventually to Coldwater, and then over to the other side of the state over to like Niles and New Buffalo until it goes into Indiana. far. It's like, because yeah, again, we started this video back down in Ohio. So that's the exit for I-94. Of course, you got the exit for eastbound 94 going to Detroit, and also all the airports like Willow Run Airport, and then of course Detroit Metro Airport. And then the exit for 94 West, which serves the southern part of Chicago or Detroit. It eventually heads out to Chicago, but also goes out to Jackson, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek, all those areas. Right now, yeah, we're technically now in between Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti. So it's like Ann Arbor is generally to the left of 23 and Ypsilanti is to the right or to the east. With Ypsilanti being, of course, home to Eastern Michigan University and Ann Arbor being home to the University of Michigan. Here's the exit for M-14, which of course that goes into Ypsilanti. And of course, if you drive east on M-17, as you go into Ypsilanti, you will see the world famous water tower. It's world famous because, well, let's just say if you have a dirty mind, you might think of it as something else. That's all I'll say. And please note, if you do comment on what you think it might look like, the comment's going to get deleted. Because I like to keep this channel PG after all. And if you go on the other exit going I-94 or business I-94 west, that'll take you into Ann Arbor. With M-14. However, I do show that in my M-14 video that I did. So after I complete this video, I will have filmed all of the freeway portion of US Highway 23 here in southern Michigan. And for constant coverage of 23, I've technically gone all the way up to Tawas City. This truck, but I can't because there's a lot of traffic in the left lane right now. so about another mile, we're coming up to the interchange with M-14. Hope you enjoyed this video of US Highway 23 going from I-475 down in Sylvania, Ohio, all the way to M-14 up here in the Ann Arbor area. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure, and don't forget to